Hey everyone! Welcome back to Nocturnal Citizens. This is Gremlin.
Hi, it's Murphy.
Rigsby.
We interrupt our normal podcast frequency to bring forth Mumbles and Grumbles, a hot take on our everyday lives and interests. We're going to start this off with an icebreaker. I guess that's me today. Anyways, so, what is everyone's go-to ice cream flavor? But like specifics. No half-assed answers. I'm curious. This is a personality test.
Prickly pear.
Okay.
If it's
I feel like I'm gonna
offered,
go unshamed in this.
I get prickly pear.
Prickly pear.
Prickly
Prickly
pear.
pear.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm not a huge ice cream person.
There's flavors of ice cream, gelato, froyo, whatever.
I don't know. I can tell you flavors.
No. Just pick one. You can say, like, I do like this one, but this more so.
Okay.
But, like, we're not here to talk.
Well, when you add, okay. Well, that's the opposite of what we're here to do. We're here to listen. When you said when you said what's your favorite ice cream, my mind went to mint chocolate chip because that's always my go-to.
You do really like that one.
Because it's reliable. I've never actually had bad. That's not true. It is more reliable than any other flavor. That is like a general flavor at most of the shops. So I would say for me, mint chocolate chip. If we're going basic flavor.
You know that's like one of the ones I dislike the most.
Yeah.
But I can at least appreciate that that's a good choice because I know it's like a pretty well-rounded flavor.
Do you want me to talk about how it's well-rounded?
No.
It's because it's
we'll be here for 5 hours.
It's a scoop, so it's naturally round.
I mean, that is true.
Also, it's refreshing and sweet at the same time, but not overly sweet because of the refreshing. You know what I'm saying?
So you ready for my answer?
Drum roll!
I do want to preface. Oh my god, this is
Did
going
you
great.
count how many tries that took? Please let us know.
It's preface, right?
Yes.
Okay, that growing up, like,
preference.
chocolate was my go-to, and
Yeah.
like various chocolate flavors, like swirls, all that kind of stuff. I like raspberries, but hear me out before everyone's like, oh, that's so boring. Vanilla. But here, wait.
I was gonna make that joke.
This is why I like vanilla, because it's a base. I like to add a ton of stuff to my ice cream, when I do have it, because obviously I don't care for ice cream much anymore. Or any sort of froyo. I love to just put a bunch of like chocolate, fruits, you name it, like all in there. And I feel like vanilla is like the perfect base because when you're adding in all this stuff, when you have other flavors, sometimes it can be a little much. A little too sweet. And I know that's coming out of my mouth.
She loves chocolate.
And I love sweet.
She'll eat just bags and bags and bags. I'm just kidding. She could.
It's not completely a lie.
You don't actively eat bags of chocolate.
No,
but you
no.
also wouldn't say no if you had to.
Yeah, meanwhile, this one over here, Murphy, will go through chocolate so slowly, it's criminal.
Okay, I adore chocolate, which means I treasure it. Okay, so I don't like to overindulge in it. I like to savor it, you know?
Is that when your chocolate went bad?
That's because I forgot it was there! Don't bring this up, Rigsby, from the floor. Anyways.
Ignore the alien noises that Snowball's making.
Also, if you heard licking, that was potato.
Yeah.
So.
That was potato?
Yeah! He was vigorously licking his paws.
I thought you were talking about Snowball on my foot.
No, that was potato. Anyway, try to respond to you, period. I actually appreciate vanilla when it's done correct.
Yes.
Because there's the
Can't be a boring flavor.
there's the generic vanilla, which is kind of it's just meh. But there's like vanilla bean.
Yes.
because there's a lot of flavor in. I don't want to finish that sentence.
The vanilla bean.
There
vanilla
is.
bean.
Have you actually seen what it looks like?
It's beautiful.
When you open the pot up
Yeah.
and you scrape that flavor out, and it's like the thing is, if you've had really good vanilla, specifically vanilla bean, or if it's just good vanilla, it's refreshing. It's got like a little bit of spice in terms of obviously not hot because an ice cream.
It's like a flavor spice.
Yeah, it's very savory. It's really nice, and it is a good base.
Yeah.
But overall, vanilla, like just
if you scooped vanilla and just made me eat that, I would be like, no. There has to be
that becomes
if you
an
do that,
actual
then
base.
then I'd rather have like a raspberry or strawberry and stuff like that.
Raspberry is so good.
So good.
Raspberry and chocolate
mixed
specifically
together.
raspberry and dark chocolate.
Yeah. Or what's that one we always get at the Froyo place? The pomegranate, dark chocolate pomegranate.
I love that flavor.
That's the best flavor.
So good.
I agree.
So good. Ready?
Okay.
Thoughts?
With what? And the vanilla?
Yeah.
No.
She said no.
Strawberry with strawberry chunks in it.
God,
the best.
yes. That's the best.
Her favorite fruit is strawberry.
It's strawberries.
You're also the person who helps us.
You're turning violet.
Anyway, so to segue into today's topic, we're kind of going into a little bit of our history, the foundation, you might say, of this
which
podcast.
we were brought upon.
Yeah, the very makings of our beings.
That sounds so serious.
It's not. It's true not.
It sounds like you're gonna go into a story of eons ago.
So eons ago, we became yeah. The very reason why we kind of came up with the name of Nocturnal Citizens, dealing with the fact that we are very nightly critters.
Nightly inclined, if you will. The moon really gives us the power.
See,
The
many people
shine.
like that suntan. We like a little bit of that moonlight glow.
Yeah. Why did you do the motion?
I don't know.
She guys know. She said moon glow, then she proceeded to pretend like she was splashing water on herself.
She has to bless herself.
I suddenly felt like I was intruding upon
Listen,
a shower.
she said I was blessing myself with the moonlight. You know. So yeah, why we're all such nocturnal beings?
We all really
Thrive off of it.
Yeah, we thrive off of it, and it's when each of us feels more
Awake,
someone help me.
creative,
Thank you.
energized. Yeah.
Appreciated.
I mean,
What?
yeah, we're only up in the day literally because society makes it that way. If it wasn't, we would probably completely alter our schedule.
Dude, my schedule, the way it works, because I am tired when I am, it's because society has gotten to me. They, the collective they, have made me the way I am. But when I have days off, I revert. And I don't actually, not revert, I go back to who I should be. The reality
And
of
then
who
the
I
cycle
am.
repeats again.
Yes, and I get sad.
Unfortunately. But yeah, we all thrive in the night.
Thriller.
You sang it, I started dancing it. Lovely.
Oh, but that we figured that we should talk about this because it's been like what 10 episodes?
11.
Several, yeah.
Enough.
Well, a little bit.
It's been enough.
It's been enough, yeah.
Previous to this one, it's been enough, and we haven't actually like given a proper intro, foundation, or an introduction. Intro is introduction. There we go. So I thought we'd just kind of talk about that.
Into our very psyche.
We're just gonna continue.
How we function.
We're literally gonna just tangent off into the opposite of where we need to talk. Where we need to where? Where are we going?
Oh, Murphy.
Okay.
I think Murphy needs to find where she's at first.
She's confused, but she has the right spirit. She just the heart motion.
We'll start us off.
Yeah, so I guess talking about like maybe why why we're up in the night and what we do in the night. Like a line that's a little
preposition.
Instead of like prefacing it, you could have just got into it. This is how you write a proper thesis.
But it wouldn't be me if I didn't do it that way.
Wait, no, she's going right. You have to do the intro first.
Are you trying to make a joke, idiot?
So yeah, we're for some reason internally we function better in the night.
Yeah. Well, do you wanna talk about what makes you feel more mentally cerebral? That's not right.
Oh, I'll tell you a thing.
Go on.
My biggest thing before we get into like the what we do, is obviously throughout the day you have your life stuff you got to take care of, work, what have you, and pretty much most of your day gets filled with all this kind of stuff you have to do, you know, because of society, whatever. So by the time that you're home and you're finally getting settled, it's late and you're supposed to be going to bed to start the day anew. And it's frustrating because then you have all these things that you want to be productive on to help satisfy your soul. Your soul, not whatever you're doing for society, work.
Bring yourself peace.
Yeah,
and
anything
joy.
to make that day worthwhile. Because I have like cool people at work to talk to, but I don't thrive at work. I don't feel at peace at work. So when I come home, like I want to work on things that feed the soul.
Yeah.
And I forgot what it's called. Should have researched this.
It's okay.
But it's that thing where you actively, because I have insomnia, like you actively avoid sleep. So like I'll go to bed at like 2, 3, a lot of days, or a lot of mornings. And I feel like I have to fill that space because that's the only time in that span of time that I can be alone and work on things for myself. But there's a word that it's called.
An official term?
Yeah, it's like, you know, like they have like the something, what's the book? Philia thing?
That's not right. Is it? Is that right?
Bibliophilia or something. You know what I mean? Like those that have that ending, it's something to do with that, but it has to do with...
Necro?
No.
That's not right.
What are you doing?
Necromancer? Yes. No, I'll figure it out, but it's just basically where you mentally sort of procrastinate and actively avoid sleep when you should, because you're trying to fill in that time with stuff that you don't get to do throughout the day.
I attempted to Google, but all I got was revenge sleep procrastination.
Oh, that is one of them. There's something else, but that is one of them. I remember.
I know
seeing
that's
Why
not
don't you
the
look
one you're
up
talking about.
Philia?
Wait, give the thing on that, because that is.
Oh, it is tied to daytime stress. So essentially, you're filling your night hours. It's kind of the same concept.
Yeah.
You're filling your night hours to distress yourself, but then it makes you procrastinate on
De-stress, maybe.
Yeah, sorry. Wait, what did I say?
Distress. I would like to further distress.
Well, my bad.
Actually, the sad part is even when I'm in those hours, I'm getting that de-stress. I am actively also distressing myself because I'm not getting the sleep I require, and I'm a zombie the whole next day. So, you know, you get the good with the bad.
The distress with the de-stress?
Yes. So, it's bad. It's really bad, and I'm trying to, like, curb it, but like I said,
It's
we're all.
difficult.
It is. It is. I think until we can kind of find certain jobs or daily activity stuff that maybe
have to
we
find an
enjoy
overall
more.
balance.
I think
It's striking the balance to where your own circadian rhythm is it can align or be compromised in a balanced way with what you actually have to do as a functioning member of society, because the rest of society functions the way it does. Like it that's just how things have been. I could literally I don't have the information of why it's that way, but it.
Why? What way?
What? Wow. She has awoken.
Sorry, Snowball was distracting me.
Lacey was
My mind was like, Snowball is not a night owl at all. He has a bedtime. It is 8 p.m.
Now I lost my train of thought.
I'm so sorry.
Anyone want to bring me back?
I don't know.
I got thrown off now. My mind is literally
Oh,
snowball. There we
I
go.
remember. Okay, don't talk, Riggs. Chill, chill.
Go before you forget.
Oh, wait. So the reason why society is built the way it is to where we function on the hours that we do, that it goes there. I saw a TikTok. That's
As one does.
And I saw it on there, and it was like an explanation with like the references and everything, and I was like, oh, do I have it to speak about right now? No.
I mean, one wild guess initially was because we didn't have easy access to make a light source. So
just
we-
coming in with the logic.
So we had to run with the sun. A second way, we had to run with the sun. Can you imagine?
Oh my god, that was perfect.
I would imagine the second reason.
I'm thinking in my head that. Anyways.
I'm literally just seeing Helios run around, and we're like, we're coming.
That just makes it sound like we're Icarus.
We are Icarus.
Oh my god. Wait, okay, you were saying something.
And the
Well,
sun
now
is
it's
our
gone.
original
No.
No, you were talking about running with the sun. Running
No,
with the sun.
That thought was done.
Oh.
I had a second thought, and it's also gone. So there you go. Like our wings in the sun.
We're doing swimmingly. Well,
It had to do with cycles, but I don't.
Oh, that is a thing. Like, because there, I think it's specifically women. We function more on the lunar cycle,
yeah.
because of all of that. I won't go into it, but and then
If you know, you know.
you know. If you don't, well, we can do an episode about that if you really want. But we're working on the solar cycle. Is that correct?
Solar cycle.
Solar.
It sounds right, but I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me.
Anyways, yeah. So it's tough. It's tough. And it,
No, we're functioning. I think it is a solar. It's called the solar cycle, but it's when you function like a day by
Soul
day.
cycle,
Oh my
sorry.
god. You function by like every single day is its own singular section instead of where supposedly women function on a whole monthly cycle.
right.
Naturally, that's tied to everything you were hinting at.
Lunar.
Yeah.
That wasn't a hint.
You were going into other things, and I was just like, let's just wrap it back to that. I'm not here today mentally. I'm barely here physically.
Great to hear. Great to hear.
It's not late enough for me to
Brings
have
me-
my
just like
energy
everybody to know,
boost.
she's here, but she's not here.
Well, what would you guys be? What do you guys?
What do you guys believe
What do you
in?
guys believe?
The essence. I'm just kidding. What do you do at night that you wish you could do during the day? Like, what's the stuff that brings your soul the happiness and fulfillment, the joy? You know, keep going. Courage.
Well, I know a lot of us share a lot of common interests
Right.
that we partake in the night. And one of my favorite things, I guess, I am literally physically at rest. I'm just mentally awake. Like I know some people will literally be up, maybe drawing, doing stuff. I guess in order to curb the aspect of me being a total zombie the next day is that I have to at least be physically.
You're physically rested, even though mentally
even though I'm mentally and my eyes are like wide open.
Right.
But so everything I do tends to be whatever I can do in bed.
You guys can quote that if you want.
I really said that it sounded. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure most of us turn to music at night. I know for myself, I will literally spiral through like 2 to 3 hours worth of music before I finally find slumber. I guess that's like my therapy. Feeds my soul. I'm saving another one for another person over here because I know she's gonna want to talk about that. But I also agree.
Watch me not talk about it.
You better, because it's what you do.
What do I do? Huh? Sound it out?
Is the fan fiction?
Oh, this is true.
The thing that we can literally. That's why I don't start long fan fiction at night. Because
well, you don't have.
Then it's 4 a.m. and you're like, oh, I gotta wake up.
You just flip your phone over and go to sleep.
How does one do that?
You just
so you take
example,
your phone,
here's your phone
and you
just
flip
it over.
And then you
in
go
the middle of a good fic.
Yeah. You get to the end of that chapter.
You're gonna get there,
and you move on with your life.
You're going to wake up the next day, and you're going to eventually be able to read it once again.
Yeah.
It's like knowing that there's like a cookie in the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh no, I inhale that.
Okay.
I'm not like you.
She doesn't treasure.
I treasure certain things, not delicious chocolate foods. No,
she treasures what she can do in bed.
Cause like, you know, like when you're opening up a good fic and it's like 15 chapters long and you're like, oh look, it's already 2 a.m.
Yes. Yes.
It's hard to just flip it over because
just turn
you're
it.
so.
Example, you just turn it.
No, because then I'm gonna be like flipping around all night thinking about.
She just grabs her phone and like a microwave, just keeps turning it.
You turned a microwave?
Like no, inside. She just keeps
the thingy.
The thing that turns?
Yeah, the turntable.
Oh my god.
It's literally turntable.
Wait,
okay, honestly, I know those beds that do that.
There's beds?
There's beds that do the turn thing. I kind of want that. How cool would that be?
I feel like
you're just laying there and it's just like, no, it goes slow.
You can
choose
your speed.
It moves really slow. Oh.
Wait, what was suddenly? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's very 70s.
Cool. And they look like they're hovering, like they're like moons.
Yeah, this
cool.
sounds very 70s.
Yeah, it's cool.
But why?
Why not?
But why for the water bed?
Wait, imagine wait,
there is actually a reason for the water bed.
Imagine the hydraulics like fucking up one day and it just starts spinning. You're like holding on for dear life. Anyway, sorry. I just started picturing that.
You call 911. They're like, "What's your emergency?" My bed won't stop spinning.
Oh man. But anyways, so yeah.
So fan reading,
fiction,
and then reading in general. There's just
Reading
something
in
about
general.
reading at night that's just peak. Yeah.
Because it's quiet, it's peaceful. There's nobody there to disturb you. You're completely engrossed in whatever you're doing.
Writing as well at night is also peak performance. It's just there's never enough hours.
Can we please do something else?
No, she already started it. So
What else
going
is
with
peak
this?
performance? Just kidding. Oh, okay. I do like to say, one of my favorite things to do. Oh my god, this sounds so nerdy. I'm sorry. Researching at night. It could be anything, like any kind of hot topic, like pop culture, or anything to like science. Like just taking those
Whatever
hours
that you're
to,
interested in, you can actually go.
Because again, because nobody's bothering you, you have all that time to absorb that. And I feel like that's how I'm able to get any of the information from what's going on in the world, during that time, because obviously during work, everything, it can be a little hectic.
Right.
I don't have as much time. So researching is definitely one of them.
I myself choose to spiral at night.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Is that your favorite nighttime activity though?
No, my favorite ends up having to sleep because I'm so tired of having to be an 8 a.m. awake. I'm not even awake. I'm literally not, like, I'm awake, but I'm not awake. I don't actually wake up.
She's physically
during
up,
the
but
day.
she's not mentally up.
It's like 11 and I'm like, oh, I'm here.
I'm pretty sure none of us are morning people.
Like,
No.
we
No.
do not talk to us in the morning.
No.
We don't, if it's before, like, 10, don't expect any, like, cheerful, chipper, happy,
I will literally
nothing.
just stare at you. Not meanly, but I'll just stare at you. You'll be talking to me. I'm not intaking anything.
I grunt.
Yeah.
And if you try to talk to me, I'll literally look at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you talking to me, you fucking peasant? Get out of my face.
And Rigsby over here is just kind of, I'm not squeaky, but like, she kind of makes it like,
Yeah.
Almost like little robotic noises.
That's because nothing's going on up there.
No.
It's still all processing. It's trying to start up.
It's a slow reboot. Yeah.
You know what's fun to do at night when it's open late? Shopping. Because no one's there.
I agree.
No one's there.
No one's
It's not
there.
hot outside.
No.
You can get your errands done. You can go do what you need to. And like she said, no crowds. There's no traffic.
Night markets are the best.
Yes. That is the best time. And then you can go eat somewhere and it's just nice. It's peaceful, it's serene. Like it's just.
And that's the whole other thing, right? Like some people they love markets and going out in the day and people and all this stuff. But there's like a whole different beautiful aesthetic to the nightlife.
Mm-hmm.
Like going into the city where it's clearly dark outside but everything's lit up, like building wise or, twinkly lights, whatever. It's pretty. Neon signs. Yeah, it's like it's literally a whole other like universe.
And that was my inspiration for the logo I drew. It's quite literally the moon, the what encompasses the moon, and then that neon Nocturnal Citizens, like, cause, like, imagine being in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
It just, you could be your most productive if you choose to. You can be your, you can do whatever you want and not have the anxieties.
You can be lazy.
Yeah, you could. It's the energy that you feel.
Yeah.
What is the energy you're feeling? And for all three of us, it just happens to be that at night, once the moon's out, we just feel more energetic. Yeah. So.
Literally, sometimes I get boosts of energy at night.
Same, and it sucks. The amount of time, like, I guess I haven't talked about it. I'll go into a little bit about like what I end up doing. But I'll usually start if I feel the need to draw, paint any version, like any form of art. I'll start doing that, and then I'll put on some music. And then while I'm drawing, like hours will pass and I'm like, fuck, I need to get up in a couple hours. But I don't want to because I have this boost of energy, like Rig said, and you just want to keep going because you feel the invigoration that you're possibly lacking during the day. And you have to, the sucky thing is that you have to stop.
Yeah.
So, earlier when I said that I spiral, I don't mean like existential spiral, which I mean I do that like 24/7. But at night it's more of like, I'm interested in the reason of why, how the color wheel and color theory, what is the effect of that on how we all live our lives, and having to do with like marketing, having to do with XYZ, and I'll go into a whole deep dive of that. And that's my favorite.
Yeah. Just
like you were saying, the researching.
Yeah, the spiraling into the research and topics that pertain to your interests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be something that's like that you want to research. It's just for that minute,
your mind just latched on.
Yeah,
to
and
it.
you're able to just what's it called? You're able to appease that and just like go down that rabbit hole. And anyways, I end up doing like multiple things at once, and then I have to put myself to sleep. And it's sad.
I don't want to hear that from you. You fall asleep in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
less than that.
That is something that I am fortunate enough.
Superpower.
I am super fortunate that I'm able to do that. As a kid, I literally had trouble sleeping at night. So I remember up until like mid high school, I wouldn't sleep, and I would go sometimes days without sleeping, and I would be on the couch in the living room at home instead of in bed, or if I would like freak out because I knew I had to be well rested because whatever was happening the next day, and I couldn't go to sleep because my mind was awake. So at some point I was given some good fortune and I could fall asleep quickly.
Life was like,
But also consider, this is a sidebar, my dreams are wacky dacky. They're fucking nuts.
Your dreams are very interesting.
They're crazy. So I'm asleep, but am I resting?
No,
we could literally do a whole episode just on your dreams.
Honestly, jot that down because you're not wrong. All three of us have vastly different dreaming. Which could be a topic.
Should I actually make that note?
Oh, that's true. That's it.
Because I think I probably dream the least amount.
Out of the three of us?
Yes.
I also don't remember.
But like technically that's good on my half because usually if I do end up dreaming, it's generally a nightmare.
Yeah. Which is why don't have the dream.
Yeah. I'm like never. I'm good.
I just want to quickly throw this out because I just realized to not talk about this about me would be crazy. My favorite thing to do in the night, which I don't always get to do as often for like pleasure.
You're winding this up real nice.
Count somewhere? Can we just
Can we when we do t-shirts? We need Gremlin's nighttime activities. Have a list.
Pleasure. Sorry, the leisure, whatever. My favorite thing to do is literally edit. That's like my bread and butter. I like to make fan edits and all that other stuff. Obviously that's one of the only activities in the night that I have to get up for. But yeah, that's when all my editing creative juices happen, which can sometimes be bad because then I don't end up getting it done. So that's fun. But yeah, that's my favorite, I think. So I felt like I had to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's important to you.
Easily to read me. So that's mine.
Rigsby, more on yours. You just kind of said fan fiction, but there's more.
No, I said more. I said fan fiction, reading,
writing,
gaming. I was about to say gaming is something
gaming,
me and Gremlin share. We game a lot. I still like to go to night markets.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was.
You don't do that actively.
That's because there's none here yet.
Well, that's true. That's true.
They're going to start popping up more.
Would.
They're gonna start popping up more, considering the time of year it is and where we live.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's just something about late night concerts.
Yeah.
Like late night concerts. Like
yes,
they start late and they go late.
Yeah, basically you're it's not getting out till 4 a.m.
Yeah. There's just something about those that
those
just
are great.
Peak. I'm gonna keep saying peaks.
Also, because you're on that high of the concert, and then literally when you walk out the venue, it's empty in the darkness and just that feeling. It's unexplainable.
Late night highway drives.
Yes, those are the best. I miss those.
Those are nice. Those are absolutely.
With your music going really loud, the windows down.
Suddenly imagining Baby Driver.
God, yes. It's a great movie.
God,
or Drive. That's also another great movie.
I don't know if I've seen Drive.
Oh my god, I gotta add that to your list. It's so good.
There's an ongoing list of stuff I haven't seen.
No, yeah.
It's ever growing. Um,
I think we covered all our.
We did, yeah, and we talked about our shared stuff.
what about, just for like, I guess a last thing, what life would be like if the other half of us were able to thrive because if the world actually functioned at night rather than during the day.
It would obviously would turn on us.
Right.
For us, we would be the ones thriving instead of the daytime people that get to thrive and we're not thriving.
Well, I mean, I guess the beneficial thing would be if there was like some sort of flexibility, or there's like accommodations to where everyone in their own personal circadian rhythms were it could thrive so much, but I cannot think.
It's fine. Just throw it out.
Could thrive and could feel their most
excel.
productive. Oh, you tell me now.
Yeah.
You tell me now.
Hey! You gotta consider we used to technically be nighttime workers.
We did.
And the only thing that really sucked about that is that there wasn't anything open when we needed it. So it's like we were getting punished for being nighttime workers.
Yeah.
So there's something that I wish that would be more considered if we were to go on, say, like 70% morning people, 30% night shift people, is that there was more stuff open.
No, that's the thing. You could
For
literally make your own schedule the way you wanted to, but it means nothing because many things are not open in the night.
Still get punished.
Unless you live in very, very specific areas and places, so.
Very specific.
But even then, that's only
Even then
certain type of
it's not
things.
It's not to the extent that everything's open in the daylight, so.
Like there wouldn't it would be nice if stuff was open 24/7, or if there was like a break in between, and there's like the morning workers and there's the nighttime workers, you know,
Yeah.
so that all these places are still getting the traction and they're able to do whatever that they need to do, but it's accommodating to the workers and the people who are.
And these places would also make more money that way because it would constantly be open.
The amount of times that I'm like, oh, I am craving whatever, whether it's food or if I'm like, oh, I need
at
to.
3 a.m. in
At
the morning.
3 yeah, even fuck 3 a.m. in the morning, even like 10 at night, and stuff's closed.
Yeah, everything's
And it's not, and like I said, it's not just food. It's like if you need to go to the store because you wanted to get something because you're working on a project that you suddenly wanted to do and that would actually help you in whatever, like maybe you're in school or maybe you're wanting to take on a new project or whatever. But
That's how I was making those cookies.
yeah, but it's nothing's open, and then you have to wait, and then it could just be gone. The drive could be gone, and you have to figure that out. It's just
That's a whole.
it's
That's a whole thing.
aggravating.
So on that note, if you could have something that was open later, generally, what would you really, really want it to be? Like for me, I would adore if there were more nighttime cafes.
Yes. Okay, here's an idea. Think of, and for safety reasons this doesn't happen, but think of like a park that's open all the time and like lighting and there's actual people and like, or, you know, not a lot of people, but like, and security enough that it's, you know, it's not bad for you.
Yeah.
I would love that because I literally just crave in the middle of the night going to a park and just like sitting in nature and looking up at the stars and stuff. But like you can't do that, especially as a woman, because you know a lot of those parks are not they're not lit enough, and obviously there's no protection because even if it was fucking bright, you're usually the only one there. So grounds for the killer to come up to you and be like, hello. So, but that's what I would love, like some sort of like open middle of the night morning concept, brightly lit.
Recreational area?
Yeah, parks and stuff. That would be my thing.
That'd be cool.
Murphy?
Imagine if the lights had just been powered by the sunlight during the day, and that's what's being used. But it's those lights where they don't intrude upon. They don't.
The light pollution.
The light pollution. Yeah. They
Isn't
don't.
that the blue lights?
Is it blue lights?
I mean,
I didn't know if it was blue, purple.
technically our
Cool
city's, I think
toned.
our city's putting up more. I'm not too sure.
It's going around different portions
Yeah.
Of the country,
And
but
yeah, it's like we've seen other cities
Yeah.
putting them up more. But yeah, it's supposed to dull the light pollution.
because the way the lights will it won't the light won't go up, it just stays down. I can't think of the words. Like the words are just
I think
gone.
they are blue tone though, like blue purplish tone.
I guess my mind goes like to museums.
Oh yeah.
I would love to go to a museum, a gallery, something like that in the middle of the night. I feel like it would be a different atmosphere, and then it would just be it would be different.
Yeah, no, it really would be.
And
You just said it. It would be a completely different atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, different take on it.
different vibes, and I feel like it would, because going to a museum in general for me is really, like, it's mentally invigorating. It actually brings me like a lot of peace and stuff. But I feel like at night when I am also naturally feeling more. I keep saying the same words. Where's the fucking thesaurus?
I don't know, because that's you.
I know! What's happening? When I have to talk about the things, the words are gone. Usually I'm really good with vocabulary.
And now the train of thought has left the building.
Oh, right. Yeah. Galleries. And also, what?
Wait, you're like,
Yeah! The galleries! I love the galleries.
Yeah. So stuff like that, even like libraries, institutions, you know?
that was weird.
What?
Are libraries not open 24/7?
No.
I think
Damn, they really
usually-
should be.
I usually close at
8.
9.
8, 9.
Between
Well,
7 and
I
9.
know most, but I thought
Like-
that there were some in certain cities that
They-
are open.
You gotta consider where
They would
funding
also thrive.
gets
Yes,
There's not enough funding to keep those open.
that's true. That's valid.
We're talking specifically about public libraries. If you're going to talk about university libraries,
That's different.
those
That's
are different.
Yeah.
They have like 24/7
It's not the same
hours.
vibe at all.
Yeah, those are different. But
But
public
once again,
libraries,
they
they're
also get the funding.
Yeah, they do.
One way or another, they're getting their funds to stay open.
Yeah.
Or else those
Not the
two
public
would
ones.
probably be shut.
Yeah,
public libraries are so great though. So much
that's
many
that's
resources.
a good one.
And I'm also just suddenly imagining a public library that's open in the middle of the night that opens. The roof will open and you can
Yes.
see.
So you're reading and you're looking up at the stars too.
The moonlight is literally providing you the light
The
that you
light,
need
yeah.
to read, or you could also just be like listening to something, because libraries just don't have. This is gonna become an episode of libraries. Sorry. The libraries don't just give you literature and other books and things like that. There's so many things you can get. So I don't know. I think that would be really cool too. Also, just the idea of using the power of sunlight during the day to power the night.
Yes.
For whoever wants to take part in that setting.
Yeah.
That time of day, night.
In that society,
Okay.
it would be its own society. Let's be honest here.
And then Riggs, you said like night markets and stuff, right? Or was there like anything specific?
Nice cafes,
You said cafes. I thought there was gonna be something else.
bookstores,
Okay.
We all share very similar interests here.
arcades.
Oh yes!
Arcades
would be
Would be
cool.
fun.
That would be cool.
Arcades just I feel
Nighttime roller rinks would be nice if those came back.
Yes!
More.
Yes! Why aren't this all sounds like it should exist
They're-
Can we
already.
just create
They're
our own
just-
city and do this?
They're just
The
like
amount of
Night
times I
City.
thought about that.
Time-
Night City.
events. Usually they're just like there and gone events that they do, but you can tell they're very popular, at least enough that if it was a continuous thing, at least through like a Thursday through Sunday kind of concept, it would probably like be like bopping, but like no one does this. No one does any of this
No.
because
Wasted opportunities.
I think it does take like a lot of like guts to run something at night, to be
Yeah,
honest.
no one does.
Because it's It probably seems like it's a risk to do that because it's not so widely done.
But if it gets started,
it
would build up.
There's
the drive would be there.
There are populations of people who would love to take part in that.
Yeah.
That would, and it not just like a weekend thing.
No.
During the week.
Every day.
Because that's the other thing. On weekends, it feels like that's the only time you're able to like completely dive into whatever you want to do because the boundary for most people. Well, I guess I shouldn't say most people. For those who work the 9 to 5 during the week, the weekend is kind of that reprieve.
And that's a different kind of nightlife, right? Because everyone's in it together. It's too much.
It is.
Yeah, that is true.
So if you spread it out throughout the week, I feel like it wouldn't be as crazy in the night every single night. So
yeah, we could just keep going.
We really could.
If you guys want to hear more about it, or if you have anything to say, I know we all just keep saying like, go comment, but we would really love to hear from you. To see if there's like a conversation that we could have, specifically, well, about anything, but this would be really interesting to see that there's others out there.
Yeah, and kind of like how we gave examples of like what we would like to see in the night. Like, what is y'all's?
Yeah.
What would y'all love to see?
Yeah.
And can we get this city idea started?
What would be the city's name?
Yes, city's name. Let's go. Put that in the comments.
And sorry for the giggles earlier. Snowball was trying to steal Murphy's hand.
Yeah, he pawed at my hand and I had to give it to him because he demanded it. Yeah.
And with that, hope you enjoyed our ramblings. If you have anything you would like us to talk about the next time or expand on anything, please drop a comment or send us a message through DM. We will answer.
We appreciate your views and likes or any sort of interaction.
Subscribe to the...
I can't say it more than once. Anyways, sorry. I interrupted.
Anyways, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.